How's it going, everyone? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations DLC gameplay, October DLC, mind you. And we're back with some more USJ DLC. This USJ DLC is actually pretty cool, though. You get to fight a tiny Bubbles and tiny Birdie, but the armor you get from it is Blue Star? Yeah, Blue Star, excuse me. Blue Star armor, as you can see, it comes with 10 slots, 2 slots apiece, tremor resistance, constitution 1. Not really all that bad, but with the 10 slots, it's really versatile. Your cat also gets some armor as well. You know, it's not very good, but I mean, at least it looks nice, you know what I mean? Last but not least, you do get a weapon in this DLC. To be kind of rude for them not to give out one. The weapon is a longsword. This longsword isn't actually the greatest longsword I've seen in all my days. 3 slots is good. The attack isn't all that great. The sharpness is very reminiscent of that of the Starlight Axe. Actually, I want to say it's like the same, but that's your gear, you know what I mean? I will say that the Star Rook, out of the Star Rook and the Blue Star, the Star Rook is probably the better, you know, choice, but the 10 slot versatility you can't get mad at. Granted, the defense to it isn't actually that good as well. It actually starts with 56 defense as opposed to 70 that most of the other uppity DLC armors actually start off at. So that's kind of a thing, but it doesn't matter. I mean, defense doesn't really matter once you get it up to like 550, or if you get to 600, you know, it's copacetic after that. You don't need to worry about nothing, you know, but that's the gear. You only get, you know, the one armor set, the one weapon, and the gear for your cat. The cat gear, like I said, isn't very good. Odds are, if you are a cat person, a palico person, if you will, prowler, that's the word. You probably already have a really good, you know, armor set for your cat because you probably hooked it up real nice and couple along with the skills and whatnot that you have your cat with. So you could probably skip this DLC armor altogether because without even looking, I know there's higher defensive armors out there for your cat. So that's that. But the Blue Star armor, it looks very good. It does. Tremor resistance and constitution +1 for free. That's actually really good. For starters, I totally put guard 2 on the set because it was totally easy to do. And I was trying to work in another skill, but I couldn't necessarily fit in, you know, everything I wanted on it. But the fact that it has 10 slots with 2 slots per piece of armor is actually quite good. It's very versatile. And I mean, you could couple that with a talisman that probably has a full skill on it with 3 slots in the back, and then you can use this weapon with 3 slots up top on it as well. You have slots for days, bro. So you can this is one of those sets that you put any kind of skill that you want on it. So you totally can put whatever you want on. Put blunt edge, put sharpness 1, put sharpness 2. I don't care. Do whatever you want with it because it's actually really good when it comes to that aspect. With that being said, let's talk about the hunt really quickly. You are going to be fighting a very, very tiny Mitsune, I think. Did I get it right? I think I did. Still calling it Bubbles. You get to fight a really small Bubbles, and you get to fight a really small Birdie. There you go. Now, the size is relative. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily they will shrink down to a percentage. They'll just shrink down to this approximate size. So that's why this guy is as tiny as he is here, and then when we get to fight the bird is roughly the same exact size as this right here, because, well, the Bubbles right here, because it actually went down to full percentages. Bubbles might be very, very, very small, because he's not very big to begin with. But due in part that these monsters are very small, their damages are unchecked, well, unfazed rather. They have the same amount of damage they would have had if they were large, but the one good thing about them is that because they're small, they don't cover as much ground, especially this bad boy right here who likes to flip-flop and dash and fly everywhere. You can destroy him in like 2 minutes, okay? It takes no time. He's not big enough to actually move away when he's in serious trouble, and you can do a lot of damage on him in a short amount of time as well, so though that's that. Same thing with the bird, but the bird still has the confusion and the sleep beam, I guess you could say, at full hit boxes, so, excuse me, full hit zones. So if he was actually at full size, the size would be the exact same. So you still get hit with all the dumb stuff that the guy actually has to offer. Well, this thing actually has to offer. So be wary of that. Other than that, though, that's pretty much it. You're fighting these tiny guys. That's the only trick to their bow here. One trick pony, if you will. But the subquest, to actually get the subquest completed, all you have to do is mount these guys twice. So, I mean, you can probably do that, right? You can mount, you know, Birdie, you can mount Bubbles, and then you get your subquest knocked out. I was lucky enough to actually get enough tickets to completely make the full set of armor in my very first run. So, You could be lucky like me and get 5 tickets out, like right out the gate, or you couldn't. Doesn't matter. Just do the sub quest. It's very easy. The quest itself isn't very hard as well. You can do it in about like 9 to maybe 10 minutes with your friends, and you should knock it out no problem. But with that being said, everyone, that's pretty much everything there is for me to tell you about this DLC. The armor is pretty useful. I like it a lot. It's quite versatile. I'm actually going to do what I can to get as many good skills that I would actually like to have on it with a lancing set. Granted, the tremor resistance kind of throws me back a little bit because I like to counter the tremor, but it doesn't really bother me too much. I want to make it versatile enough to where I can just outfit it for many things. Like, I could use it as a great sword set, I could use it as a gun lance set, you know, standard lance set, whatever. You can do the same thing too. 10 slots, you can put skills in all day. But with that being said, everyone, like I said prior, it's your boy. May the Desire Sense forever be in your favor, because it's tickets. You're gonna need the tickets. Tickets suck because yeah, they do. Take care, everyone. It's been your boy.